Question about a foreclosure case. And this is from a gentleman in Cape Coral. Is there a possibility in a foreclosure to contact the lender for an offer to buy it? Great question. And this is something where we get into some philosophical differences. It's two different things. Are you trying to buy back your own property, or are you trying to buy back a third party's? Let's say, for example, I know the guy across the street from me named Bob, his property, he's got an open lot across the street from me and it's going into foreclosure. Could I go and try to buy that property? Sure I can. I don't see any reason why not. I can contact their attorney. If they have an attorney, you want to contact the attorney and ask them to put them in touch with somebody from the bank or whoever he represents so that you can start negotiating on the property. Number two, if they don't want to do that and you get stonewalled there, you can go to the foreclosure sale and try to buy it back at the foreclosure sale. And you got to know what you're willing to pay for that property. I mean, if they want $20,000 for it and you're only willing to pay $17,000, you could bid it up to $17,000, but you may not get it. Alternatively, you may be willing to pay $17,000 and they only want $15,000 for it. It bids up to $15,001 and you get it. Fantastic. Good for you. But if it's your own property, the banks are usually very unwilling to sell a property back to the original owner for a discounted amount. That's the reality of what we're facing. Why? I don't know. What's the difference? If somebody's coming after my property and I'm not paying for it, and then I go to a foreclosure sale and I buy it back for less, I mean, what's the difference? If they're willing to accept $15,000 for it, who cares where the money comes from? This is my dilemma with this whole thing. Why not just sell it back to the homeowner for the $15,000 and be done with it? Now, of course, you have to deal with the deficiency, but at least the bank's gonna get something and they're not gonna have to worry about it. They can negotiate the deficiency. Homeowners are willing to work with them and pay a little bit more for the house, a new promissory note, a new mortgage, interest rate. I don't get it. It's, to me, it's bizarre why banks would want to punish homeowners as opposed to work with them. Again, maybe there's a lot more out there, smarter people out there are making these decisions than I am, like our federal government. I'm so happy about that. So now, the question, and this gentleman's question was, should he make an offer to buy? Of course you can make an offer. The offer can be rejected. They can come back with a counter offer. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Just if you want to make the offer, go ahead. It's going to be a little trickier if it's your own property because then they're not going to want to sell it to you. So you may want to see if anybody else is interested in buying the property instead of you. Because if, let's say it's just pick out a bank, a random bank won't sell it to you because you're the original owner, maybe they'll sell it to a third party. That's fine, but at least if you can have somebody who's interested or who could buy the property, let them put in an offer for it. I mean, what's the difference? That's why I said it's silly, because who cares where the money's coming from? If that's the price they want and that's the price they're getting, I don't care where the money comes from. Anyway, good question. Thank you for asking. I'm sure it's on the minds of a lot of people.